most breeds I've been around, man, they just bark all the time, man. Look at this. This boy's a puppy. Y'all seen my yard. You don't hear all that barking and stuff when I'm doing my videos, because Rottweilers don't bark like that. You got a Rottweiler that just bark all the time, bro. And look at his teeth, man. Look at the teeth. Look at the teeth, man. That is quality, boy. Look at that head on him. This boy gonna be a monster, man. This boy gonna be a monster.
B-Mud, gang, muscle up, gang, GSP, gang, GSP, gang. Welcome to GSP Rotties, I'm riding. 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 B-Mud, gang, muscle up, gang, GSP, gang, GSP, gang. Welcome to GSP Rotties, I'm riding. Welcome to GSP Rotties, I'm riding. Welcome to GSP Rotties, I'm riding.
Back. We're gonna be there in a second, man. We're gonna be there in a second. I'm taking back to the water, man. See what he like about it. See if he like it. See if he fool with it. We'll see. We got Batman with us. And they're right back. You watching the fishing go down, ain't it? Yeah, man. You gotta put your dogs in all type of elements, man. If you don't, I'm telling you, Batman's a little sketch. He was a little sketch. It's a dang turtle or something out there. I don't know what they got going on. Can y'all see him on there? Oh, he done ducked his head now. Had to get Batman some water. Batman, what you think about importing, man? Huh? Gonna let Batman teach y'all about importing. Y'all know Batman's not imported. Batman was born and raised South Carolina. Well, he's being raised because he's a puppy. But yeah, man, think about importing. I know some of you guys that are watching are not from America, right? You know, some of you guys are importers. You know, let me start off by saying no disrespect. But listen, understand every country, if you're in America, every country, and I don't know about other countries. Some other countries may do this too, but you can't do it. They don't have contracts, right? It's no contract. So essentially, if you're American buying from a foreigner, a dog, I mean, man, you got to go to. If you got the funds and means of just going over there and just knocking on their door, and you know where they stay, whatever, because you get the bank information, you know where they stay. Hey, by all means, do what you got to do. Say, I come knock on your door, I go shoot up your house, type stuff. But in general, man, if they shit you, they shit at you, right? So you got to really trust these people. Now, what you can do, you can out them on Facebook. But let's face it, man. 60-70% of Americans just dumb. I don't know if they read something, they think, oh man, maybe it's not them, or sometimes Americans, us, sometimes we think, oh man, they just, you know what I'm saying, it was something else. They just sour grapes or whatever. It won't happen to me. You know, and they'll still do business with the person that jugged them. We got people, I had a guy in Florida that did me dirty. I made a whole video about it. You know, we water on the bridge now, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I made my video, 2 guys, matter of fact. One of them, you know what I'm saying, you the one I actually bought it from. And he felt the type of way because I didn't mention that. I said, you the one I actually bought it from. Don't tell me like you innocent. I hate when people do that. Like, you knew about it. But, you know, stuff like that. And that was, they were from the Miami area. Now, originally, I got so mad, I said, fuck Florida. You know, fuck Florida, fuck Miami. I ain't fooling with nobody do, but then I was like, nah, it ain't everybody, right? That's how it is with foreigners in the importing process, and that's how it is in America. But listen, if it's just bloodlines, don't get anxious, don't get wrapped up in that. Oh man, look at that dog, bro. They use Photoshop. Same way we got Photoshop here, they got Photoshop there. And you can't just go knock on their door and go see the dog, right? You can't just come to their backyard and see the dogs. Mind you, people see my dogs all the time. People see Batman in person. And the ones that see my dogs in person are like, man, photos, videos, don't do the dog justice, right? But then I look at those dogs. I went to the show, and there was a dog from Serbia at the show, and it was supposed to be a scream dog, right? A scream. When I see a scream, I think Thor. I put Thor there. That's what I think, right? So I'm like, okay, that dog should be something like that. When I was looking at getting a stud fee off that dog, I thought the dog looked like that. Man, that dog looked regular. Not like regular, like it's not high quality, right? It possibly won that show. I think it came in like second or third. Like it's good. It's a good show dog, but it's not a scream. So the scream what you're looking for, it wasn't that. But that's the type of things they can do. They can make a dog look worse than what it is because it gets more likes, gets more comments. Trust me, man, the negative stuff that y'all be seeing on Facebook and people like, that's not how a dog's supposed to look. That's a pug wallet. Man, those get way more buzz. They get way more likes, way more comments, way more everything, way more sales, prices way more higher. That's just me being honest. But we have all this blood. The problem is you guys came in the game late. You looking at dogs, you like, oh, this is a Dr. Timmy Tour daughter. Let me show you my Dr. Timmy Tour daughter that I had, Ibra. Boom, that's Ibra. Now Ibra couldn't freaking breathe. She had issues. No wonder we got her, right? No wonder she made it overseas. Think about that. Nobody's gonna sell you their best dog. So in foreign to say, oh, this will start your program, come on, man. They're not gonna make your program better than theirs. They're not, unless you paying bukus of money, come on, man. You probably paid $2,000 plus shipping, $2,500 plus shipping, $1,500 plus shipping, $1,000 plus shipping. Hell, and then y'all look at these big breeders. They got like a large platforms, you know, bigger than mine, right? I got a pretty decent platform myself. You see these breeders and you like, okay, shoot, they paid $20,000 for that dog. Maybe I can get a dog off that dog and you know, I can make some money off it. It doesn't work like that. And they probably didn't get that money. This is how pyramid schemes work. A breeder from overseas, and this is a Rottweiler breeder online, he'll tell you, hey, he's real. He ain't no he ain't no scammer on that type of level. He'll tell you, hey, yeah, guy said I can get his dog for a little bit, just put him on my platform, promote him. I get, you know, I can use the stud for free. We get the stud services while he's over here, woo. And that's how it go, really. Other times, you know, somebody will buy the dog, 100% buy the dog outright, or say they bought the dog outright, say they paid $20,000 for the dog. Turns out they got the dog for free. They're using that to sell puppies from that dog, and they got like some type of, you know, half and half split of stud fees and stuff like that. But they got the large platform on American, and Americans are the spinners. America, don't underestimate yourself. You guys, we are the spinners. We're the spinners. We the spinners. Everybody else is the sellers. We're the spinners. Be perfectly honest. We're the spinners. Now, as far as you know, just the hustle in general, man, it's great dogs everywhere. Great bloodlines everywhere. You want Edestein is everywhere now. You want Timmy Tour is everywhere. Like I said, look at Batman. Batman is from South Carolina, man. Batman, South Carolina. This is GSP right here, man. This ain't none of that other stuff. Whatever. This is straight GSP dog right here. And speaking of, man, y'all see where we at, man. Make sure you take your dogs out all the time, you know. Cause you don't want no punk dogs. A lot of dogs the dogs I got from overseas are very submissive, which is good when you get an adult dog, cause you don't want the dog to be doing too much. But man, listen, like Thor, when I first got him, man, tail tucked, soft. I was like, God, dog, boy, like he ain't never been nowhere. But you know, we started doing some stuff. He had it in his blood, man. The boy be bouncing around, and I see a couple of his siblings over there. And don't get me wrong, when I bought Thor from a good breeder. They're in their own lane. They do their own thing. Most of the time they sell puppies. They don't sell like big breeder dogs after the fact. They don't really do that in America, which is good. If they're listening right now, stay in that lane. I'm not really talking about them specifically, but the importing process is a big risk. So you guys be buying like pregnant dogs and stuff. The dog turns out it's not gonna look like you think it's gonna look. None of the dogs I got look like I thought they were gonna look. Cause they look way different from what the video. Thank God, Ibra, like I said, I'm gonna show her again. She actually looked better, and she looks like a Timmy Tour daughter. A lot of you guys be posting dogs like Timmy Tour. You know, when I say Timmy Tour, I mean doctor, not those regular, not Snoopy, not whatever. You know, a lot of you might say, oh, Snoopy's daughter, or who's the new Timmy Tours that been out there, man? I can't even think of all of them. But anyway, cause everybody, that's another thing. You breeders be dang, you a breeder dog, and because of Timmy Tour bloodline, you put Timmy Tour at the end. Man, show some respect for your kennel name. That's disrespectful. That's why all these trash dogs be saying Timmy Tour and they trash. Like, come on, bro. Anyway, let me get back to the point, man. You don't know them dogs from that. They hang papers over there. You would never know. They can freaking get JLP papers, said dog clear, said dog hips and elbows clear. You would never know. Cause everybody and their mama think, just cause you live in America, you think, oh, American shiesty, man. These people get over. No, it's shiesty people everywhere. It's people that get over on you everywhere. Just cause you don't know, that's your thing. When you over here, or you're here, I don't know, wherever you at, from the Caribbeans, Mexico, Canada, no matter where you are, you think just your place is the place that people get over. No, they get over everywhere, man. It's ugly dogs everywhere. it's dogs, they say this the dog daddy, and it's not. That is every single where. So always be mindful of that when you purchasing a dog, man. And when you're breeding, breed for the dog that's in front of you, not for what you think that dog is. All right? Because like I said, a lot of people, they say it's Dr. Timmy to a daughter, Dr. Timmy to a granddaughter. You know, and that dog, a Shreko Timmy to a daughter, a Shreko Timmy to a granddaughter, a Razor daughter, right? Look at Duchess, look at her. Now that looks like a Razor daughter. That's how a Razor daughter's supposed to look, right? Look at, like I already showed you, Ira, that's how it looks. I'm gonna show y'all Bond 007. Now look at Silver. That's how a Bond 007 daughter's supposed to look. Now y'all be having these little deer dogs, and then let these people overseas tell you that dog daddy is so and so, unless the mama is a deer. True enough, that's your fault. That's your fault. You should have looked at both sides. Definitely look at mama. Mamas are very important. Man, wait, man, watch yourself on those imports, man. We have the bloodline here. I don't know why people think it's more money and value on dogs from overseas. It's money everywhere. Yeah, quality is quality. Quality is quality, man. You got big names over here, big name breeders that are over here in whatever lane you like. Working dog, show dogs, extremes, whatever lane you like. Look at Batman. Looking at my guy over here. Nah, nothing. Nothing at all, man. We out here just burning up for no reason. Bat. But yeah, I love Bat's attention, man. He just, see what's going on. You don't see no barking. This is the thing that they don't tell you about Rottweilers. Most breeds I've been around, man, they just bark all the time, man. Look at this boy's a puppy. Y'all seen my yard. You don't hear all that barking and stuff when I'm doing my videos, because Rottweilers don't bark like that. You got a Rottweiler that just bark all the time, bro. And look at his teeth, man. Look at the teeth. Look at the teeth, man. That is quality, boy. Look at that head on him. This boy gonna be a monster, man. This boy gonna be a monster. I see a lot of people on YouTube, man. They're working their right way up, man, but they ain't like producing the monsters yet. You know what I'm saying? It's levels, right? You gotta work your way, find the monsters. Get yourself together, see what bloodline work with what, and then create it. And I'm still not done. You feel me? I got Bat. Now Bat's temperament is laid back, chilling. Like I had to get him out more, because I swear Bat was scared of the chair when we first got here. When Jay? Yeah. Death scared when he. Yeah, scared of the dang chair. But then he was straight after that. But that's because I ain't took him out in about a month. He needs some more water, Jay. Give him some more water.
Mine or yours?
Mine. But yeah, man, we got Bat out here in these elements, looking good, man. Yeah, but yeah, like I say, man, no disrespect to the whatever, but what I'm speaking is all facts. The Photoshop is all facts. You see that? Like, look, see that's the little fidgety right there. You gotta. That just comes with letting them see more, understanding. Okay, that's fine. Time after time, man. Time after time, work your way up. I was looking at Draco, man. Draco was so big. I don't know why I couldn't keep the weight on Draco at the end right before I left. He's small now, but Draco has big genes, and Draco was big. I'm gonna show y'all a little clip to the left of the video right here. Look at Draco, man. Draco was a dang monster at one point in time. You know what I'm saying? It's all, like I say, man, sometimes how you feed, what kind of dog food you feed them, which I think my dog food is fine. It's just, once they get fidgety, that's when you got to do it. You got to add carbs and do all this stuff. And I got lazy on that part, because I'm like, okay, I ain't really got to do all that no more. Because I ain't trying to just present them looking big, woo-woo. And I don't want them too big. But then he got too skinny. I ain't like it. But hey, I'm telling you, man, way to make or break a dog, man. Fat dogs, like a lot of these dogs, y'all be thinking big, they just fat. But then you got that thick size where I like, right? And then you got, a little bit skinny that I don't like too much. But some of you guys love the skinnier look, man. Either way, I'm looking at different quality mounts now. Like I say, look at Bat, man. Bat was created to go to all numbers. Draco was getting stud feeds that Thor can't get. Thor gets stud feeds that Draco couldn't get, right? Because they're two different lanes. So I was like, man, I need a dog that can get both of those. I need a dog that can grab both of those. So you guys that, you like a smaller dog, you still can breed the Batman. Batman has the height. Batman has the coat, right? The black coat, just like Thor. He ain't super extreme with the beady eyes like Thor. But if you guys that want super extreme monster, you want to go monster on monster, you know what I'm saying? You also can go to Batman, because he also doesn't have that long snout, right? It's not short, but it's not long, and he gonna have a big ass head. So so I want both, right? And then now we're trying to get his endurance up, and we're trying to get his personality up around kids and stuff like that, because I want I want that to be shown, you know, that part of GSP riders to be shown too, that these dogs can be in the open, be in the public, and be just fine. Yeah, trying to get them more acquainted to like different stuff. You see, we right beside the water, you know, Bush is here. I know he's a little nervous. He's thinking, oh man, well, what I'm gonna do? We're gonna walk away from him and see if he can find his way up in a second. Good boy. Good boy. As you can see. Watch, show him right quick. There you go. Back, here. Here. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. So yeah, he's getting comfortable. Check him out. We free, back. We free. We free. Free my boy back. Good boy. Down. Sit. Down. Stay. Good boy. Here. Hey, make sure y'all hit that like button. Stop playing with my top.